people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 31 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time, we had what's arguably the most disjointed episode I have recorded for this playthrough as of yet, in that we met Lana, we met Angel Star, and we met Jake Marshall. We went to the crime scene, we saw the car where the body was found, and you know what? I'm just thinking to myself, I'm a bit ashamed of myself, because when, you know that musical fanfic I was telling you about back in Turnabout Samurai? We wrote a parody, my co-writer and I, we wrote a parody on Dancing Queen from ABBA, Burger Queen, in which Maya basically sings about how she's arrested for all her crimes. Like, we should have, you know, it would have probably been a better idea we would have done Cough Queen with Angel Star, you know? Give her some spotlight. But nevertheless, let's move on. Let's move on to the High Prosecutor's Office. And you can probably tell whose office this belongs to just from the look of it. February 22nd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Yes, you notice Edgeworth's first suit that he has? He framed it, blocking off his wall safe, his maroon couch, his... Oh my gosh, I just noticed! Edgeworth's vase has a cravat! Edgeworth has a cravat with a vase! February 22nd, yes.
This is the kind of room that screams, I can do the job! Quite a change from your office, really.
Thanks.
Look! There's a trophy or something here!
A trophy? What? That shield?
It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, he must really be a real stuck-up jerk.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, you never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Wright, how the hell did... Long time no see, Edgeworth. Wright, how did you get into my office? I locked the door! Oh, your office neighbor let me in. Damn it, Portsman! Yay, Edgeworth. He offered to play some b-ball. I offered to play some b-ball with him. He didn't want to, of course, but I just said, oh, whatever. And so I let him in your office. How did you even get the door open? I have my ways, Mr. Edgeworth. I have my ways.
Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth!
You know him from somewhere?
Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and...
Right. Her sister was the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk.
No, did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright who he...
Hey, don't blame me!
We're just here to investigate a murder case.
In my office! Murder?
A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot.
What? My car is not nasty! What the hell? Is insult Edgeworth Day? That would be my car. What of it?
What? Your car? It's ugly!
I'll say one thing. She certainly can scream. Yes, and we are in Edgeworth's lands of majesty. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago.
What? You want to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yet my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. Oh. We can actually do that on the badge. Let's check the badge. You can actually use the touchscreen to change the angle. You can basically do this slider here to do it up and down. If you see my mouse, that's because I need my mouse cursor for my touchscreen. And examine.
So, what's this on the back of the badge look? So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin.
Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to.
You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone?
No, I'd be found out right away. Except, of course, if you lend it to Edgeworth, because Edgeworth is the magical god of this universe. He's the god of logic.
Well, that's no fun.
Let's check the ID. A name and ID number are in here. Detective Bruce Goodman. ID, yep.
I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs.
What else would they use?
Letters, silly. They're the reason we have written language in the first place.
True.
Detective Bruce Goodman. ID Yabba Dabba. See? That would be better.
Yabba. Yabba dab. Yes, he's the Flintstones. Well, that does have a certain ring to it.
Exactly my point.
It doesn't take much to amuse her. Right? Why are you looking at ID cards in my office? Okay. We can't check the back. Let's examine Edgeworth's Wonderland office. Edgeworth's fursuit.
Wow, this jacket's even lacier than his usual one.
And notice how it bears a similar resemblance to Manfred's.
This must be his lucky trial jacket.
Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. Technically, that jacket is far from lucky for Edgeworth, considering that, well, you'll see what happens. You'll see what happens when we get to that. I may spoil out characters, identities, and the like, but I'm not going to be spoiling those kind of events. So I did spoil Gustavia, but still, Gustavia doesn't exactly scream, "I'm an innocent man."
I'm sure there's a story behind that, why it's in that frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture.
She's getting way too excited about this. I'm scared, right? Why is this girl here?
Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa.
Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap.
I bet he pours over all his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow.
I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working.
I bet in the morning he gets soft sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the steam. He's so cool.
Sofa hair is cool. Check Edgeworth's desk. No clues here. I want to check the desk. Edgeworth's fancy desk. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect.
What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection.
And then Gumshoe. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Because Gumshoe cleans the office.
Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Don't you touch my name plaque! Don't. He'll sue you. Oh yeah, you sue Emma. Lana comes after your ass, Edgeworth. The chessboard.
Hey, a chessboard!
I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's a bit of a tight spot.
The rednecks have surrounded the blue pond.
Huh?
Those horses are mad knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you.
Yes, Edgeworth. This is what he uses his wealth on. Custom chessboards that reflect his rivalry with Phoenix.
Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Yes, and chess becomes Edgeworth's whole thing in investigations too. Examine.
Whoa, these are all case files. They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder.
Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights.
He must have someone get them for him.
Gumshoe! Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
He must study his case report so closely. He's so cool.
You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets on that ladder and scream out, "Gumshoe! Gumshoe, help! Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth, what's wrong? Gumshoe, I tried to climb the ladder. I tried to get a case file. I thought I could do it, but I can't get down. Gumshoe, help! Help! Get them on the interns! And then Sebastian rushed in. Hi, Mr. What's wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Anyone but him! Anyone but him! What are you talking about, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm the best prosecutor here! You're not even a prosecutor, you're an intern! You're a summer-intern! You're a semester intern! No, I'm not! I'm gonna be the best prosecutor! And you'll see, when I'm ruling things, and I have a cool desk! And you say, no, Sebastian's so cool! Oh my gosh, this is bad for me, I swear. One day, God help us all when I start playing Investigations 2. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot to check out the other thing. So the buy was on your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, didn't
No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean...
Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then?
Yes, sir. Emma, Sky, it's nice to meet you again.
Now, that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember, you've really grown. Help me, Wright, help me. I'll admit, it was a surprise to me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, now I'm forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait! What'd you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow.
You? Mr. Edgeworth!
Oh. Well, we checked that out, and now I'm gonna go back to investigating things. Examine Edgeworth's tea!
Ooh, cute! What a pretty tea set!
I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Out of my office, Wright! Out of my office! Well, what are you talking about? Get out of my office, you tea heathen! Get out! Out! Instant tea bags. Ugh.
Amazing! The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves! They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor! Look at this royal blend! What an exquisitely splendid concoction!
There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Don't touch my tea, Wright!
Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor!
I guess you would feel important.
Incidentally, when you jump at this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds!
That's handy to know. Right, don't you think about killing yourself in my office!
My! What an amazing bouquet! It's just right for Mr. Edgeworth.
No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. That's right. This is the moment when Edgeworth got stalked. When we find out that Edgeworth is getting stalked like hell by Wendy. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before.
And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one.
Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy.
Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance?
I don't think so. Check the King of Prosecutors trophy. I've been wondering, what the heck is this?
It has a big K on it. It means Mr. Edgeworth gets his fiber.
Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
King of Prosecutors?
It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? Sir! What, sir? So that K, that's...
K stands for king!
Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. I'm sorry I'm freaking out, right? It's just... I have bad memories of this trophy. It's just... So many years of being mad for doing the happy dance, and... He would also have me and Francis... And he would also drag me and Francisca to it. It was not a fun occasion for me, okay?
King of Prosecutors? That sounds like Employee of the Month, only better!
King of Prosecutors trophy added to the court record. So you're probably wondering, King of Prosecutors, what did Manfred von Karma have win any? Check the bottom of the trophy.
Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here!
Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it.
Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times! Von Karma! I guess he must be a foreigner!
Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, where Harry's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor! I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime!
When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. Yes! Manfred won this award so many times! Anyways, go back. Talk. I think we can actually get a King of Prosecutors event up. Okay, come on, Prosecutor's trophy. So, in other words, you were the best of the best this year, huh? You can take that foolish print elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty.
Huh? Why's that?
I had to go to the police department ceremony to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, correct? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah.
I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken?
What does that matter? I've got more important things to worry about.
Oh, right.
He doesn't seem too concerned about his reward, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office.
Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday.
Edgeworth. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. forging evidence, arranging false testimonies, illegal searches, cutting detectives' pays, wearing pink suits, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go as far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys, that bronze shield. There's gotta be a story behind that one. Lana Sky. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. Yes, and then meanwhile, Mia, she's just glaring at you from the app like,
what do you mean your first big case? You mean I wasn't nothing to you? I was nothing to you, Edgeworth. Well, screw you.
Mia's just flipping the bird off behind Edgeworth.
That's right, I remember.
2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. At that point, 2 years ago, you were Feeny at that point, Phoenix. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken.
Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you.
Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? My car! Do you know how much it's going to cost me to clean the blood out? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife!
What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon?
Teresa specifically was the knife kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. And why is Edgeworth carrying knives around in his car? That's my question. But then again, it kind of does make sense considering that who Edgeworth's adoptive family was, considering that they all carry weapons. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke?
You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright.
Day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday? The day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office.
Cleaning day?
Working with the police department, we sorted and filed all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal.
Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words.
Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. And then Gumshoe, he got the reward for least paid detective. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise.
People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on precision, Mr. Wright.
No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Edgeworth's parking stub. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15.
So the murder happened right after you got back.
What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, and here we have Mike motherfreaking ass Meekins. Excuse me, please, Mr. Edgeworth! Oh, anyone on the premise! I'm Edgeworth, what is it? I'm here, sir! I never went to the team, sir! You're not report, sir! Report. What? Did you find new evidence on the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going on. Sky, sir! No, sir! Not even that guy, sir! Not this report, sir! I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Pay cut! And then just storm clouds start forming in the prosecutor's office and start swirling. And Edgeworth, pay cut!
Mr. Edgeworth's lid is not very tight, is it?
I made it clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you! I was aware of the particulars of your arrangement. Give me your name! Yes, sir! Mama Meekins, sir! Officer Meekins! Oh God, here it comes! Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave, or I will cut your pay! I will cut your pay so low that nothing is lower! Bedrock will be considered the high ground when I'm done with your pay, and good luck with that raise next month. You right, get it! You could get a pay cut! But it's alright, I didn't know! Poor guy, looks like he was absent on the day they gave out luck and good brains and good luck. Right. Yes, sir? Yeah, he got me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
Well, let's do what he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective from the main department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down a little. Move. Underground parking lot. Police department entrance. And there's the Blue Badger. Police department entrance.
Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the detectives so far away from the prosecutor's office?
That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. This is my first time to the police department, actually. Hold on. What's that?
I'll consume your soul! Disturbing! Why is it undulate like that?
Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you know a lot about the police department. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget that Blue Badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he knows me. He sure is running over here fast.
Hey, pal! What are you doing here? And then Emma gets trampled down by Gumshoe. Gumshoe just gaunts Emma, just runs into her, knocks her out. That's my line to tell you. I work here! Specifically, why are you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey! I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal! Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show the police badge. Enough said.
I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice.
Wait, speaking of ID cards, I found the detective's card, didn't I? Parking sub. Found him in Miss Edgeworth's car. Found Miss Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? She was jealous of his glory. She said, damn, that Prosecutor Edgeworth. He's too capable. I have to stop him. Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Miss Edgeworth, which is, well, everyone who's beneath Miss Edgeworth, which is everyone on Earth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective? Front, you know it, I was front row! I was throwing confetti at Mr. Edgeworth. Of course he glared at me and they cut my pay again. And then they all clapped. Of course, pal, I got an award for diligence myself, and for being the lowest paid detective. Though I then tripped on stick when going up the stage and took down the cheap cans, which caused me to get another pay cut. Ah, congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Because Mr. Edgeworth, he breaks the defenses. That's his reason. He just breaks the defense and then nothing. The shattered. He shatters his enemies. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Yeah, we've heard about the rumors. They're just jealous of how he's good, and how capable, and smart, and beautiful he is. He's a wonderful man. Humble. Mr. Edgeworth is the epitome of humble. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal! This is a detective's ID card! You guys can't keep that, you have to return it to the police! It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time! Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his ID card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman! Goodman. Sounds familiar. Not my mistake.
But don't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
You assuming that we work together? Oh! All the detectives know each other! All the detectives know each other! I know Chamley from London because we're detectives. You know, we live on the entire we live across an ocean distance. We know each other. I talk to him and we do puzzles and talk about tea and the like. Brooke Guzman, he's the victim. That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Okay, let's examine everything and then we'll talk to Gumshoe.
I always get excited when I come to the police station.
Why is that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You know, with all the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Here it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea why.
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
Panda?
Not that it's scientific proof, it's just a theory. An Emma Sky theory.
Do you mind asking me how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We just a bit at the zoo, see?
What about zebras? Or do they not have those at your zoo? Or penguins? You don't have penguins at your zoo? What type of zoo do you have?
The Bangers announcing the Crime Fighters campaign.
Nice slogan.
I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in those posters. They're hardly even look human.
She has a point. The Blue Badger.
I was wondering about that.
What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. It's like Frankenstein and his monster. Really? Really? This is Frankenstein's monster! This is Gumshoe's monster! You mean you made this horrible thing, Detective Gumshoe? The chief doing out some designs. I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so we can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances and dances and dances until the batteries die.
Poor Blue Badger. Painted that dance until he drops.
Yeah, you need to look at the Blue Badger. The case. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is the little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect, Lana Sky's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Hey, I can suck up to. Hey, little girl, want to see my pistol? It's a real pistol. Please just like me. I need a raise. I need money. I have to give a blood transfusion just to eat. I do it for the cookie.
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's been a sensitive issue with us these days.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of the criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what'd you do this time? What do you mean, this time?
Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. And knowing the chief of detectives, he's probably just on his computer the whole time. They're not like any of us file detectives at all.
None of you.
I know this is an important job, but isn't that a little odd? Sorry, I thought the guy getting the badges and down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to be the underground parking lot. I can just imagine that lot just...
Officer Marshall?
No, now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman shot to the car scene. It's unheard of, pal! And then, we asked Gant, we were like, Gant! Chief Gant! We respect your opinion on it, but why are you putting this patrolman as a detective? I want the underground department, the underground parking lot, to feel Western. I want it to be fun. This is stressful enough on me, Gummy. This is stressful enough on me. I mean, Lana just committed murder, Gummy. I can't deal with it. I need a little fun and brevity in my life. I want to have that guy in his cowboy hat telling me all the evidence. And not to mention, I lost Manny 2 months ago. I mean, really, we're still getting over that. Who else will criticize us for not being good enough? And Blazy just hasn't been the same. He hasn't anyone to bully. The most he has been probably calling people down at the YMCA. So this ID card belongs to the victim. He was a detective like myself, except he had a Detective Bruce Goodman, but he hasn't had as many pay cuts as me.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transfer? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but what is the chief prosecutor, Sky, called in there to the parking lot? And Lana's confessing as much. Okay, rumors at law. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Edgeworth was not innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had an unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. Well, you have to consider that the fact that Edgeworth was practically the adopted son of one of the most influential prosecutors in the area. I had no idea he was under the gun. But then again, Manfred's record isn't squeaky clean. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. Oh my gosh. I could just imagine that Edgeworth, being the guy that he is, just being this rogue prosecutor in a sense. At this point in the series, he tries to become chief prosecutor. He sits at the desk. He sits at live desk. He becomes chief prosecutor. Blaze just walks in like Sidious from that one episode where Sidious just kicked Maul's ass and then proceeds basically to force push Edgeworth to get out of the window. I see you survived the trial and the rumors, Edgeworth. I'm quite impressed, you know. Chairman DeBest. But I didn't do anything to you. Oh, Edgeworth. If only you were trying to become a rhino! And pushes Edgeworth, sends him flying out the window. And then Sebastian entering at the office. Hey, Possible, what are you doing here? Force pushing time! Throws Sebastian out the window too. Because we all know Blaze wouldn't let that happen. What? But I know the truth now! Nobody wants him to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor! This Edgeworth is fighting the boy on this one! He's doing this for us! Because he's humble! And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what's his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly to the chief by the chief of police. Officer Marshall? Is he kind of Wild West Sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA! For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Very introduction from Gumshoe added to the court record. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay, I think now is a good time to end things off. I really appreciate you sticking around to watch this episode. You're great viewer. I'll be coming back for the next one. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. With that, I'll see you later. Bye.